And we're back now with Ken Wasmer. He's joining us from the Lenten Fullness of Truth Conference, correct? That's coming up?
That is correct.
And so tell me about it.
Well, St. John Paul II declared the new evangelization. And when that happened, an individual, Ken Samet, in Houston, Texas, came up with this idea of the Fullness of Truth Conference. And it's a Catholic conference. We bring in top speakers from all over the country and put on a 2 to 3 day conference. We've been fortunate because I've been able to convince them to come to Louisiana.
Oh, wow.
So this is now the 4th year that we've had this conference in Alexandria. We've also had one in Lafayette and one in Baton Rouge.
Awesome. So when is the conference happening?
The conference is March 7th through the 9th. Kicks off Friday night with a Stations of the Cross music concert by the Vigil Project out of New Orleans, as well as a movie, Love of God's Will. Awesome. Then Saturday and Sunday, we will have Mass, Rosary, as well as all of these top-notch speakers.
And who are those speakers?
Well, we've got Dr. John Bergsma. He wrote, with Brant Petrie, he co-authored the Catholic Introduction to the Bible. He also wrote Jesus and the Dead Sea Scrolls. He's one of the leading theologians who studied the Dead Sea Scrolls, and he's done a lot of work in that area. He's a professor of theology at Franciscan University in Steubenville, Ohio. We also have our own Carlo Broussard from South Louisiana. He is a Catholic apologetist, and he works with Catholic Answers. We also have Sonia Corbett, who is a best-selling author. She's written 8 books. She has a weekly podcast, and she also has a TV show on Catholic TV. And then we have Paul Kim, a dynamic young man who mixes beatbox music with comedy and inspirational talks. So we've got a really nice lineup.
It sounds like it. And so is this conference just for people of the Catholic faith, or?
It is open to everybody, but it is unapologetically Catholic.
Awesome. And who's invited?
Everybody is invited. We've been trying to do a real push throughout all of the dioceses of Alexandria. Surprisingly, last year, over 25% of the attendees were from outside of the state of Louisiana. In fact, we actually had some people from Canada come in, from New Jersey, from Florida. So it's a very well-attended conference. And we're hoping to have about 1,000 people this year.
Awesome. We're almost out of time, but how can we sign up, and how much are the tickets?
It's at fullnessoftruth.org. Just go to that website, and there's a special, you click on a link to the Alexandria Conference. It'll give you everything you need to know there. And the tickets range anywhere from, there's an early bird price of $75. You can get a discounted family pass. So it's a wonderful event.
All right, Mr. Ken, thanks so much for being on the show.
Thank you very much for having me.
Absolutely. And we'll be back right after this break.